Hi there, and welcome back to the Signed Book Guy. This is episode number 8. And first up is a comedian. Also took over for Johnny Carson. Hi there, welcome back to the Signed Book Guy. This is episode number 8. And if you haven't been watching, go back and check out the other 7 episodes. We're going through my autograph book collection, which is behind me. We're doing it alphabetically. And we are currently in the LM, and that's at L&M section of the alphabet. So let's get going. First up is a comedian who took over for Johnny Carson. He's done small roles on a bunch of different sitcoms. He's had his own car TV shows. Pretty famous. Jay Leno. I've never been a huge fan of his, but I recognize that this is a cool one to have in the autograph and in the collection. And I like how he puts a little chin cartoon in his signature. And that's the first one. Coming up next, old-time NFL player, Hall of Famer, Floyd Little. Not a household name, but definitely a very good player. And I like it when they sign it with the Hall of Fame inscription and the year. And if you've been watching any of these episodes, you know that I'm partial to the sports autograph books. This is kind of a cool one because I grew up with in a house where my mom was always watching soap operas, so I was always watching soap operas, and she's probably the queen, or at least right up there, of daytime soap operas. Probably most famous for being nominated for an Emmy a bazillion times and not winning, but Susan Lucci. And nice, signed in red ink. I like a different color than black. And if I'm going to have a daytime soap star, that's a good one to have. Next one, she's done a lot of movies. She also does a lot of self-help books. I've seen 3 or 4 of them. I found a couple of them autographed. I like this one, and I'll show you why in a minute. But Shirley MacLaine, like I said, she's done a ton of movies, and I like how she included her dog in the signature. It's really cool. I think I've got 2 or 3 of those in this collection that did that. But coming up next, he's no longer with us, but wrote for almost every sitcom back in the 80s, and probably in the 70s, and most likely into the 90s. But his sister is also a director and an actress. He did a little acting, but Gary Marshall, his sister, in case you didn't know, is Penny Marshall, right here, from Laverne and Shirley. And the guy signed it, "Happy Days to You," which is one of the big shows he wrote for. So didn't expect that one to be signed when I opened it, but I was glad it was. Coming up next is we're going to baseball. Former baseball player, probably better known for 20 plus years of baseball announcing. Buck Martinez. I've mentioned before, I love it when they have a personal note in there to whoever they're signing the book for. It just shows a little bit about the person signing. And there's a signature. Next is somebody that I feel like I grew up with. Probably everybody my age feels that way. But from the Brady Bunch, Maureen McCormick, better known as Marcia. And there we go. That would be cool to get all 6 of the Brady kids signed. I don't even know if they all have books, but see, there she is, and that's how you probably remember her in the Brady Bunch. And she's done some other less popular stuff since then, but this one is kind of a local flair. If you're into the NBA, you might have heard of him. If you're into the Phoenix Suns, you can't not know who he is. He just recently retired after 51 years of being their Hall of Fame broadcaster. Super cool guy. I met him in person. Al McCoy. I've actually got a picture with him, and I'll put that somewhere up here so you can see. And his one of his many taglines during broadcasts was Shazam. So he signs a lot of the books Shazam, and I found quite a few of these books, and it's really neat to find them because he was such a great announcer, and it's not going to be the same. This is going to be the first year without him, and he's a little guy. This is one back in the 80s when he's interviewing one of the players, and obviously a publicity shot, but still, he was just a little man, but really nice, and he was great with the fans, and he's going to be missed as an announcer. This one I got because it's a baseball player. Not obviously, but I've never heard of him, but this book shares a lot of inside stories about Major League Baseball. He was just a mediocre player, not in the Hall of Fame or anything like that. But Nicky McDermott, funny thing happened on the way to Cooperstown, which is where the Hall of Fame is, but he never made it there. So, but sometimes with the sports ones, I'll get them even if I don't know who they are, just because it's a sport. And that's one of them. And last but not least, this is another sports guy, but definitely most famous for Monday Night Football, being an announcer. Al Michaels. And really cool note written inside. And that's number 10. I seem to be flying through these videos the last couple episodes. Maybe we'll have to up it to 15. We'll see. But as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and go back and watch the other episodes if you haven't watched them already. Feel free to rewatch them if you want to. And until next one, take care.